Hey everybody, hello guys, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 26th of April and we are now live in New York session over here, so let's get started. So yesterday this was the trade I took live on YouTube and it went great. It went like from here to here, but after that it went like more than 100 pips down. So that was a pretty nice trade we took yesterday. So I'm gonna just remove all the drawings from here so that we can analyze today's market trade. Remove this as well. And so let me just look at the daily time frame first. So this is GBP JPY daily time frame, and we can see that the market yesterday went all the way down from by taking a resistance from the upper trend line, and it went straight down. So now today's candle is moving up over here, but the thing is, I personally believe that this is just a retracement happening up in GBP JPY. So there might be a downward momentum coming up after few hours or maybe after 1 or 2 days. So I think the trend will be shifting from buys to sells in GBP JPY because the market is still inside this channel over here, and I think that's gonna be the case. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame and have a look what the 4-hour is actually doing. Let's just go over here and zoom in a little bit. So as we can see over here in the 4-hour, this orange line, if you see this orange line, look at this is a very strong level of resistance over here, right? And if you look at the current 4-hour candle, then this current 4-hour candle is trying to push the price up, okay, but it is struggling at this point of time. So as we can see over here, the candle is struggling and we have a strong level of resistance coming from the trend line. That clearly means that we really have to wait for this 4-hour candle to close, which will be closing in like 50 minutes, because the thing is this 4-hour candle can close below this orange trend line, and the next 4-hour candle can wake up and start to push the price down. Because the thing is, if we look at this red channel over here, these red trend lines, we can clearly see that the market is moving inside these channels. But the problem is, if we look further left, okay, if we look, so let me just remove this one over. So if you look at this point, these points over here, we can clearly see that the market can possibly reject this area and continue to move down, okay. And let's have a look at the daily, and the daily time frame is also telling us the same story, that now it has come again inside these red channel over here. So there might be possibility that the market will be moving down from here. So the daily is confirming the 4-hour analysis as well, that the market might just move down. So the problem of this 4-hour candle is, you look, this is very important guys, so just listen to this carefully. Whenever market really wants to trap the traders, okay, whenever the market really wants to trap the traders, what it does is it gives you some impulse moves, okay. Maybe few traders will win that move if they are like targeting like 4 or 5 pips, but if you are targeting more than 10-11 pips, then you will be definitely get trapped inside these kind of moves, because this is impossible to see without drawing a trend line, okay. Yeah, you can draw a support and a resistance, but you will be seeing 50% of the market scenario after that, okay. To see what the market is actually doing in the 100% of the scenario or the 100% of the time, you really have to take care of both the things. Number one, you have to draw the trend lines. Number two, you have to draw the support and resistance levels, okay. So why I'm not drawing those levels in this 4-hour, because I'm gonna trade by depending upon the 30-minute or 15-minute or the 1 hour, okay. So I'm gonna draw those things in those time frames. So this was all about the 4-hour. So right now the scenario is that we have to wait for this candle to close, And after that we have this 1 hour time frame. Look how clear this 1 hour time frame is, how beautifully the market is respecting each and every scenario. Okay, these are the powers of the trend lines. So by looking at the 1 hour time frame, we can clearly say that okay, so the market is moving inside these channels, right? So the possible momentum of the market should be that it should be moving up till the upper trend line, right? Yeah, I agree, that can be the case, but let's just try to find out some information from the left. Okay, so no, this does not make sense. After that we have this one. Nope. After that we have, I think, yeah, this one should make sense. Definitely. So now if I draw a trend line from this point to this point over here, and I should give it another color. Let me just give it a blue. Yeah, this blue is good. So if I draw a trend line from by attaching these 2 points together, we can clearly see that the market might have some issues in the current area. So I want this trend line to be visible in the 30-minute 1 hour time frame only, so I'm gonna just readjust the settings. Okay, so this is a upper trend line, and we can expect a downward momentum coming up from here to here, right? So in order to take buy trade, I need this 1 hour candle to close above. Let me just draw that area now. So I need this 1 hour candle to close above this area of support level, okay, so that I can take a buy trade in the next 1 hour candle, when the next 1 hour candle will be breaking the high of the current 1 hour candle, right? And the second thing I really want to look for is that this candle, if this candle closes below this area of support and the next 1 hour candle wakes up and breaks the low, at that point of time I'm gonna take a sell trade, because this will become a fake out and the market will be coming down from the trend line. So that will be a very strong point or strong reason to take a sell trade. Okay, so after that I'm gonna draw another one. Let's see if we can have, okay, not this one over here. Let's just go to the 30-minute. So by looking at the 30-minute time frame, let's just squeeze it a little bit. Okay, so 30-minute time frame is clearly moving inside a channel, we can say. Okay, and if we just zoom in a little bit, so we can see that the market was moving inside this channel, then it broke and created another one. It started to move down, and now it has started to move up again. So the thing is that the market right now is above the lower trend line. So it came down yesterday, but right now it's above. So we can say that if we look on the past, then we can clearly see that this is a very strong zone, right? So, and market is getting support from this zone, so that means the chances of going up is also increasing right now. So actually, to clearly say what's gonna happen, I think we really need to look at the 1 hour only, because the 1 hour time frame is the only time frame which will tell us that the market's gonna move down from here or the market's gonna move up. So I'm gonna try to draw some trend lines over here in the 30-minute as well. So let's just look at the scenarios. Okay, we have this one over here, then we have I think let's just go to the 15-minute now, because we need more information to draw trend lines. So if we talk about this one, then there's a trend line over here, then we have, yeah, this one over here, and now this makes sense. So I need these to be visible in 15 and 30, let's say, because I want to see how this will be looking like in the 30-minute. Yeah, makes sense. So okay, so I'm gonna just keep it like that, and let's just wait for this 15-minute candle to close, because if this 15-minute candle closes like this and the next 15-minute candle wakes up, breaks the low, that will be the point where I'm gonna take a sell trade, because that will be the point from where the market's gonna move down. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the current 15-minute candle to close, because I can see that anything can happen now. So let's just look at the 1 hour time frame only for now, and let's see how this candle is gonna work. Okay, so we have 9 minutes left for GBP JPY, so let's wait for 9 more minutes, because after that we are gonna have a 15-minute close, then we are gonna have a 30-minute candle close as well. So after the candle closes, let's see if we can plan a trade or not, because right now this is the scenario which is happening. So yeah, yep, because right now market is at a very crucial level, so anything can happen right now. So let's just wait and watch for the 9 more minutes. So now let's talk about gold. So gold 30-minute time frame is clearly saying that gold gonna move down. So let's just check the daily. So by looking at the daily time frame, we can clearly see that the market is respecting the lower trend line. It broke below, closed below the lower trend line, and then it's taking resistance from the upper trend line, lower trend line, and now it started to move down. After that, we have the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so let's talk about gold 4 hour time frame. So we can clearly see that the 4 hour time frame still is moving inside the channel, right? So that means there is a possibility that the daily time frame might be creating some fake out. Okay, so let's have a look at the 4 hour again. So let's move at the 1 hour now. Okay, so now we can see that the 1 hour time frame respected the trend line once, twice, third, fourth time. Okay, 4 times it respected this orange one, and the green one are the channel it was moving inside earlier. And right now, as we can see that if we look at the green one and the orange one, then we can see that the channel size is now decreasing. So now 2 things can happen. Number 1 is it can break above and continue to move up, right? And number 2nd thing which can happen is that it can possibly move down and come back to the orange trend line once again. So in case if we talk about the buy scenario now, because sell scenario is pretty easy, right? We know that if the candle starts to move down, we have to take sells from this point over here, and the market will drop. So this is quite easy to understand. But to take a buy trade, we have to understand what's gonna happen in the buy scenario, right? So we have to draw some points, and then we can say that what's gonna happen. Okay, so as I can see over here, there is a trend line. Oops. Okay, there's a trend line from here to here, right? So this is a blue channel now, and let's have a look what we can draw. Okay, there should be a point down over here. There should be a point. What the fuck? What just happened? Okay. Let me just check. Let's just remove this, and now I'm gonna check if we have some point down over here, because it's really important to look for some points and attach those. So let me check. I can see few points from here to here. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so now let's just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, see how this thing is respecting these blue channels now. So let's see what we can actually expect out of these things. So right now we don't have a range. If we want to take a buy, then we should be taking a buys above this channel. At least we have a channel to the upside, right? And if we are looking for sells, then we should be getting out of the trade once the market reaches this blue line. Otherwise, maximum would be the orange one. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust the settings. Okay, and yeah, it's good. So now let's talk about sells, because buys will be above this area over here. So this is a resistance area, which is a very strong resistance level, but obviously now we see this wick rejection. So if we merge this wick rejection with the trend line, we can clearly see why the market's gonna reject this area. And if we really want to take a buy trade, then from where we should be actually taking a buy, it should be above the trend line, right? So let's focus on sells. So if we look over here and if we draw a recent level of support, then this is the area. Okay, so in case if the market starts to move down from the next candle, then I think there should be a nice drop coming up in gold. So I'm gonna do the analysis in the 30-minute as well. So if we look at the 30-minute time frame, then we can clearly see how the market is moving inside the channels. Okay, and let me just remove this one. So let's just zoom in a little bit. So now in 30-minute time frame, we can clearly see that the market is moving pretty nicely inside the channels. And if we draw something else like more information, then we have this information over here. The market respected the exact same thing, and I'm gonna do some settings over here so that we can clearly see. And if we talk about some information, some more information, then okay, so from here we can say that market might come down and respect the lower trend line as well. So that's why the fake outs happens all the time, because the market is actually respecting the trend lines, and we think that it's happening because of no reason. But there is always a reason for the things which is happening in the market. It's just that you have to detect those things. So by drawing this lower trend line, I can really plan my sell trade. I can say that okay, I'm gonna wait for a breakout of the lower trend line, and then I'm gonna take a trade, so I can clearly plan those things. So I'm just gonna wait and watch what's gonna happen over here. There is no trade right now, nothing is happening at all. Because to see a buy trade, we have to wait for the market to go above this orange trend line. After that, it will definitely will be entering again in this orange channel over here. Yeah. So yes, few options are there. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so 30-minute candle has closed. Let me just check if there is any news today, or is there any news right now. So there was some news, durable goods order, which has done, and USD should be stronger right now. After that, there is no news, so it's alright. Let's just now focus on the market. So look over here, what's happening. GBP JPY 30-minute 1 hour candle. Let me just go back to 30-minute. So GBP JPY 30-minute candle, just few seconds passed away, and it has already broken the high of the previous 30-minute candle. But we can see that the market can possibly reject this area over here. It can possibly go up in this area, and then it will reject and come down to create a lower wick. So that can be the case as well. So let's just wait and watch for this candle to create a lower wick, and we are gonna plan a buy trade in the 1 hour time frame. So I need to see a lower wick in the 30-minute and break out in the 1 hour. So once I see this 1 hour breakout, I'm gonna take a buy trade, because at that point of time, market might just clearly move up to the upper trend line. So that can be the case. So let's just go back to 30 minutes, and yeah. So I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. I'm gonna drop a price alert over here at 167, and I'm gonna go back to the 30-minute. So now clearly I'm gonna wait for the market to break above this price over here. So in case the market breaks above this price and goes to this level over here and rejects the higher level and comes back down, at that point of time I should be closing like maximum of the trade. I'm gonna into B. Okay, so I'm gonna just open my terminals over here. I'm gonna be ready for the trade, because you have to be really careful before and after taking a trade. Okay, so I'm ready with the terminal, and let's just wait and watch. There is also news which just came in, so you have to be really careful. Anything can happen right now. Hey Saransh, how are you, buddy? If 1 hour breaks previous 1 hour high, then we could do something maybe. Oh yeah, we actually have same scenarios over here. I was also telling the same thing. So yes, and now we can see that the 30-minute candle has created a lower wick. Okay, it just went up and now it's moving all the way down. Let's have a look at the 15-minute as well. We might have some sell scenarios over here as well. So the market went up over here, it went up over here, then went down, then this point, then this point, then this point. Now we can expect the market to drop below this point like this. Okay, so in case this 15-minute candle breaks the low of the previous 15-minute candle, I'm gonna take a short position because we have clean range to the downside. I'm gonna keep my stops somewhere around over here. So as we can see, the stop loss is like 23 pips. Okay, and the stop loss will be like 23 pips, and in case I take a sell trade, then obviously what I have to do is I have to reduce the lot size, so that will be okay for me. And Saransh is saying, but left hand looks somewhat not clean. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, so if you look over these areas, and if you are looking at the market structure right now, we will not have much problems once we take a buy trade, because market will be moving up with volume, because right now there is volume time. And yes, you are right that we might not having a much clean range over here, but obviously I'm gonna rely on the volume over here, because I have the trend lines as well. Because if the market really has to move down, then this is the point from where it should be moving down. Because if the market crosses above this point, this trend line, this blue trend line, then it should be moving up to the upper trend line. So now we know that we have a sell idea to take a sell, right? Now we have a buy idea as well, and now we know that in sells where the market's gonna move to, and in buys where the market's gonna move to. So we have both the ideas ready. Also we have risk management plan in our backup, so I don't think there will be any problem in buys and sells as well. So yeah, I'm gonna move to the 15-minute, and I'll be ready to take a sell trade once the candle breaks the 166.610 price. I'm gonna reduce the lot size to half, and yeah, let's see, because I really think the market's gonna move down from here. If not, then it's alright, but if it is going down, then I don't want to miss this trade. 166.840. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the 5-minute to give the stop loss. So I'm gonna manage the stop loss in 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep it above the current candle's high, and yeah, I think it's good. So if we look at the 5 minutes, and if we draw some information, then look at this. The market is moving down from the trend line, and we are keeping our stop loss above the trend line. So I think this should work. Obviously this is not 100%, but yeah, it should. Let's see. It might reject this lower trend line because now it's moving inside that channel, but with volume we can, I think, pass this one. And this one is also in the 5 minutes, so no issues. Or what we can do is, if I plan the buy sell trade below the lower trend line, like 2 pips, yeah, 2 pips below the trend line, then at this point of time my stops will be 24. Okay, so 2 pips extra. So I think yes. So guys, I'm gonna take a sell trade at 166.572. The reason is I want to be very safe over here, because I can clearly see that the channel is moving on and there is a lower trend line coming from this point to this point. So market might break below, let me just go to, yeah, so market might break below this 15-minute candle, but it might then reject the lower trend line and move up again. So that can be the case over here as well. So to be very safe, I think I should sell below, like 2 pips below the lower trend line, because at that point of time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increasing the probability of winning. Okay, so suppose for example, if the probability of winning below once this candle breaks the low of the previous one is like 60 to 70%, then if I'm delaying my trade by 2 pips by taking it from below the trend line, then my probability will be increasing from 60 pips to 75 pips or 80, oh sorry, 60% to 80%, right? So that's how I'm gonna increase the probability of winning. So this is really important to look at all the aspects in the market. And look at the gold is just dancing up and down, nothing is happening. So yeah, it is right to change our bias simultaneously, yeah, no problem, because you have to be ready for buys and sells as well. Because now look at this, look, because we are planning very smartly over here. See, if I look at the 15-minute, then we planned this one over here like this, right? So that's why it's a sell scenario and we have this clean range to the left. And if we calculate the range is like 29 or 26 pips, you can say. Okay, and if you look for buys, then we are gonna buy in the 1 hour time frame, not in 15 minutes. So we are planning buys over here, which is above the trend line, and we know that the market's gonna move to the upper trend line over here. So it's just that you should know from where the market's gonna start traveling and where the market's gonna stop traveling, or what will be the destination. So that's why I plan both the cases over here. Yeah, to increase the probability, that's why I planned this one below the trend line over here, because I think if it breaks this price 166,570, it will be a high probability trade. And if the market breaks above this price over here 167, that will be again a high probability trade. Even though both the scenarios are different, but those break of these prices will be a high probability trade. So let's see. If not, then it's alright, I'm gonna manage the risk. But from my point of view, I really think this is a high probability trade. So in 2 minutes, 15-minute candle will be closing. Okay guys, I'll be right back in few minutes. Okay, I'm here, guys, again. So let's see how the market's gonna move. Okay, so 15-minute candle is about to close in few seconds. In gold, nothing is happening right now. It's just consolidating between these two levels. And GBP JPY, this candle, if this candle closes like this in a sell position, then we are gonna have a resistance over here, and we are gonna again have a resistance forming over here. So yeah, that's a nice sign for sells. So candle is about to close. Hmm. 30-minute candle can create a fake out over here. Yeah, 1 hour can also do the same. 4 hour can flip back down, as we can see. It's like 14 minutes left for the 4 hour to close. So now this will be deciding candle that whether the market's gonna reverse back or whether the market's gonna move straight up. Because daily looks like that it's gonna reverse back, and it will start from going up to down. So let's see. So as we can see over here in 15 minute, that this current 15-minute candle has wicked up, and it can reverse back, break its own low, number 1 confirmation, break this low, number 2nd confirmation, and activate our price, number 3rd confirmation. Okay guys, so it's like 7 minutes left for the 4-hour candle to close, and this candle will decide where the market's gonna move next. Because if this candle closes like below the orange one, then the chances of going down will increase, and if this candle closes above, then next 4-hour candle might move up. So anyways, anywhere it will be closing, I have both the plans ready. So I'm gonna sell at 166,570 and I'm gonna buy at 167 price. So let's see how the market's gonna move over here. Bro, I'm eating this what do we say, poha after the gym. I have to recover, so that's why. This this is funny. You just heard the sound. Yeah, that's right. I don't know actually. It's just that the trainer told me to eat, so so GBP JPY candle is like, as we can see, this candle is struggling from the resistance over here, right? So I'm gonna draw a level so that people can easily understand. And guys, it's a request for everybody who hasn't really subscribed my channel yet. So if you guys are new and if you are liking my work and if you are learning something 1% from my channel, then just subscribe it, because I really need your support, guys. And also from yesterday, if somebody missed the trade I took yesterday and wants to really know how and why I took that trade, then you can go to the Discord channel, and this was the analysis of the trade yesterday. I took this trade because of all these reasons, and if you really want to see the video as well, you can go and watch the live video again from my channel YouTube. And this was the trade I took yesterday, made around 13 pips. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. Actually, I'm gonna drop the invite link so that you people can also send your charts as well, guys. You can also send your charts on the Discord, and I'm gonna be showing your charts on the live stream so that you people can also share your knowledge with everybody else. So like, if I show you, this chart was sent by Saransh, and even though you had a losing trade, doesn't matter. Okay, we always learn from our losing trades as well, so it will be great. So this was my analysis over here, this was Saransh's analysis. Then we have one more people over here, one or two more people who also send their analysis as well. So actually the thing is, this is a knowledge exchanging platform, and we can really use it. Okay, so as we can see, the 15-minute candle has broke the low of the previous one, and this is the Discord link I have pinned on the chat, so you can just go and check that out. So as we can see, the market is pushing the price down, broke these lows over here. As we talked about, the second confirmation has been completed. So now anytime it can break the low. So let's have a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour is about to close below. Okay, and we have then 1 hour. 1 hour is also about to close like this. So let's see. So now guys, thing is, I'm gonna wait for this 1 hour candle to close, because I want to see how this candle will be closing. Okay, because in 2 minutes, if this candle closes below this area of support, then this will be a fake out, and the best part will be this candle is coming down from the trend line, so it will automatically increase the probability of our trade. So yeah, let's just wait for 2 more minutes. So but in those 2 minutes, if in case this candle goes all the way down, suppose for example, okay, I know that's not gonna happen, but still, but if that happens, then I'm not gonna enter any trade, because the candle is about to close in like 1 minute. So this is just a knowledge I'm sharing with to you, that you should not take a trade if there is like 2 to 5 minutes or 4 minutes left in the candle to close. So let's see how this candle gonna close. Okay everybody, so the candle has closed, and now let's see if we have a drop over here or not. So I'm gonna go to the 30-minute. Looks good. 1 hour looks better. So the 1 hour candle hasn't closed below these bodies over here, but it's coming down from the upper trend line, and now it's creating a higher wick. So the thing is, if this 1 hour candle flips back down and breaks our price, I'm gonna enter sells because that will be a push down for this 4 hour candle over here. So let's see, because now look over here, the market is leaving these higher prices behind. Okay, I'm gonna be ready, because anytime it can drop. So I have reduced my lot size to half. Like suppose I take usually 2.0 lot, then I have reduced it to like 1.0 lot. Gold is just doing nothing at this point. Okay, it's about to break the low over here. but I'm still waiting. It will break the low, then it will come down. It is also dropping down from here. So this is a support which has been broken, and now candles are starting to push the price down. So I think so. 10 minutes left. Finally, gold is showing some volume, but nothing is there in gold today, I think. Because the thing is, I think this move will be corrected over here. Okay, it just broke the low. It just have to move a little bit more down to activate our price. Yeah, it's moving down. Let's see if it can go further and activate our price or not. Not yet. Not yet, guys. Just okay. What the hell, yaar? Okay. I just took a sell trade at this point, keeping stops at 166.815. Alright, so yeah, now let's see. Actually not there. Keeping my stops at 166.712. 166.712 is above this candle's high, somewhere over here. Yeah. Okay, it has moved down in like 3 pips, so let's see. 166.712. So now it's time for the candle to show some volume. So now let's see if it further moves down. So I'm gonna keep my risk management ready. I'm gonna close half once this candle reverses back and gets inside this wick. So running in like 4.2 pips, and in case if it crosses above like 5-6 pips and then it comes back to break even, I'm gonna close 50% at that point as well, because I'm not expecting now this candle to move back to break even after moving in like 5-6 pips. But right now, if it starts to push the price back, then I'm gonna close 50% once this candle gets to this price. Because as we can see, the trend line has been broken and 5-minute candle is about to close. So I'm gonna go to the 5-minute. Now this is very important, guys. I need this candle to be closed outside the lower trend line. So let's wish for this candle close strongly outside the lower trend line, because if that happens, that means we are gonna definitely moving down. Otherwise, yeah, there can be some issues. So I'm gonna just wait and watch. See, we see rejections over here now. So once it starts to move, okay, 5-minute candle closed inside the channel over here. That's not a good thing. So once it crosses above 166.615, I'm gonna close 50%. Close 50% over here. So I have managed my risk at this point of time, and now let's see if it further drops down. And now if it goes back up and crosses above this price over here, I'm gonna close again. So right now it looks great. It just starts to move down now, running in like 4.5 pips over here without any issues. At least we are gonna get some 20 pips in this trade, because once it starts to push the price down, it will be definitely tapping this lower trend line. So that will be our TP. Hey Saman, I don't know, buddy. I really don't trade London session, so I can't comment on that. Actually, every session is good. It's just that you have to just trade few times the same session to know how exactly the session works. Like almost have traded the New York session, so I know how this session works. It's just that you have to look for the news, and everything else is the same. It's just that the price action should be there, the volume should be there. That's all you have to look for. Okay, let me check what the market is actually doing in the 5 minute, because it's not looking nice. It's starting to push the price down, but it's then again reversing back and back and back. So yeah. So if this 5 minute candle breaks its own high, actually no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the 15 minute to cross above its own high, because now the volume can come in and take the price down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna shift the stops at 166,684. Yeah, because now I'm not expecting this candle to reverse back, so that's why I'm shifting the stops there. Because if it breaks its own high, at that point of time this candle can move further up, so I'm gonna lose some extra pips, so I'm gonna save those pips as well. So over here, the first thing I did was I reduced the lot size to half, number one. After that, I closed 50% of the trade in like 5 pips, number second. And after that, I have shifted the stops from like a bigger price to a smaller price, number third. So by doing all these things, I have really saved a lot over here. So even though I lose this trade, that I really save off a lot of money. So 15-minute candle closed over here. Let's see. It looks like that it's gonna it's gonna reverse back. Let's see if it really does reverse back or not. And what else I can do? I think if this candle reaches this price, then also I should be closing some trade. Yeah, so that will be a nice idea as well. I'm gonna do that. So let's hope that its candle just goes all the way down. 15-minute is still good. See, it's still respecting the channel over here. From this point, it should be moving up to the upper channel. but it should not. It should drop down from here. Let's see. Otherwise I'm already ready to manage the risk. You said when candle has 4 to 5 minutes left to close, don't trade. So what time frame are you talking about? Uh, all the time frames, I think, because if you are taking a trade in the 5 minute, then I think you should wait for the 5 minute candle to close at that point of time. It's just that sometimes you can take the trade, but sometimes you really have to wait. Like in this case, there we really should have to wait, so that's why I waited, because the 4 hour was also closing. So the focus should be on the bigger ones, the bigger time frame, but you should also consider the smaller time frames as well. So it totally depends on like what kind of setup or what kind of a trade you are taking. So it's struggling right now. It's trying to push up, but it's again rejecting the higher prices. I hope this candle reverses back and push the price down. So let me check how the 4 hour is actually doing. 4 hours looking nice. The 5 minute candle closed with no wick on the bottom, so the chances of the next candle to move up is 50% and move down is also 50%. Okay, so it has started to move down again once more. So let's see if now if it can travel or not. So now it has crossed above like 6 pips. I think now it's time. Now it's time. Let's go down. Come on, man. Now this candle has broke the low of the previous one, and it has crossed above 6 pips. So if it goes back to break even, I have to close 50%. Oh, something is happening in the market. There's a lot of volume coming in. So let's see if we can get it. Okay, 9 pips. 10 pips over here, guys. 10 pips. So I'm gonna close 50% over here and keep the stops at break even. Congratulations all of you guys who have just won this trade with me. Now small runner is remaining. Small runner. 166 562 166 562. So let's see how far this runner goes. So let's have a look at the. Thank you, Saman. Thank you. So let's. Oh, gold also moved up. Nice. So let's look at the 4 hour. See, 4 hour is moving down from here. So I think if it can possible that this 4 hour candle might just go down. So let's see our runner gets a break even hit or we get something out of that, because you know this move is not normal. Something happened in the market. Oh, my runner got stopped out, but no problem, I still got something over here. No, actually my runner is still running. It doesn't get stopped out. But now it is. Now it gets stopped out. So this was actually a break-even trade. Didn't one like just got 1 pip, nothing else. Yeah, but at least didn't lose anything. So yeah. Oh no, actually this was not a break-even trade, guys. I won around. Let me check. Yeah, not much. Not much. 2-3 pips. Nothing else. So it's a break-even thing. But still, our idea did work. Actually, the thing is, earlier we had to manage some risk, so that's why it was a break-even one. But overall, a nice analysis over here, and it really worked. So I have explained clearly why I took this trade, and I still believe that this candle will be going down in like the lower trend line. So I still do believe that that's gonna happen. And look at the gold. Gold is just gold. It broke above this high and it moved up from there. Oh, perfect, perfect. At least somebody got some pips. Now, as we can see over here, the gold has broken above this green channel, and now it's entering the yellow channel over here. So just wait for a support to be formed in the yellow channel to execute a buy trade, because now gold will be not stopping, guys. It will be definitely moving up to this upper trend line of the yellow channel. The only way to stop gold from going up is that it should be closing back below the upper this channel over here, this trend line. Otherwise it will create a support and then it will move all the way up. And look, GBP, JPY is all again trying to push the price down, but it's really difficult right now because I think it might create a support and then it will do some downward move. See, trend line, how the trend line really helps us to find some fake out moves. Okay, this move wasn't even happened when I predicted this move over here today, and you can really check this in my video live from today. So the only thing, I did this because I had the trend line knowledge as well. So the trend line really tells us the secret stories about the market. And now it should be moving down again. It will wake up and then break the low and then move down, but there is no range. The range has not been there. Okay, so guys, this was the first and the last trade for today, and thank you for being online with me, guys, and congratulations to those who have won that trade with me. So see you guys tomorrow, New York session, same time, and yeah, let's see how this week really goes. So do not overtrade, guys, do not over risk, because you can come back tomorrow again and take some good opportunities. Yeah, so it's just that you have to be really very disciplined when it comes to like over trading and over risking. So take care everyone, goodbye guys, take care.